Good morning, everybody. Yep, I'm Dr. Wolfe, and I'm in the Calgary airport. So what's happening is I'm going to be flying to Orlando, and I'm going to be doing a lecture down there. I'm going to be doing two lectures just outside of Orlando in Melbourne. But what I want to talk about today is fly safe and arrive healthy. And did you ever notice something? That with every technology breakthrough, okay, we're going further away from nature and the sicker we're getting. You know, you should see how many people I see with wireless earbuds, okay? So now they're already in an airport, and most airports have 5G and people don't know that, okay? And so now they've got wireless headphones, so now they've got even more EMF coming into their ears and into their brain, and then they wonder why their ears are ringing or why they feel foggy when they're traveling with those earbuds, because they're wireless, okay? And then I see a lot of people too rubbing their eyes and things of that nature, and that's because there's so much blue light. I mean, every time there's a new TV put in a store, all these illuminating lights, okay, that you see, they're all LED, and they're burning everybody's eyes out. But the reason why they're doing that is because your eyes are burning, because your brain is burning. So what you got to understand something is that we are light energy frequency beings. So you don't just have the 5G or the 3G, but we got 5G in airports. We know that already. Okay, and that's why people feel really dehydrated and really sucked out by the time that they get on the plane, and then they even feel worse because now we got Wi-Fi on planes and we have the LED lights on the planes. And also, guess what? Are you ready for this? The filtration system on a plane is not good. The air actually comes through where the engines are, and that's why sometimes you smell gas. And so all in all, you know, it's actually dangerous to fly, and not because of terrorism. I think we're already being terrorized, to be truthful with you. So let's talk about what I do. So when I came to the airport, what I did was I had a whole container of carrot juice, right? So I drank this morning, so I loaded up and hydrated. So this is empty right now. I just went through customs clearance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the water over here and use my structure water unit, okay? And I'm going to pour the filtered water, and it doesn't have to be filtered, but I'm going to do the filtered water and make it go through here, then it'll be structured. Because see, structured water is hydrating water. Did you know that structured water hydrates 1,000% more than filtered water, reverse osmosis, distilled water, and even Kangen water? It will hydrate even more than Kangen water, because even Kangen water is not structured water. Structured water has to be done naturally. That means no action, no electricity. Because see, there's no moving parts in here. There's no moving parts in there. There's no electricity. And when you get electricity involved in any water process, it can't be structured water. And nature's water is structured water. That's why when the rain falls, it can actually be full of heavy metals, chemicals. But guess why? Why isn't it harming the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, you and me, and all other organisms? Because God was not stupid, and he knew we were. And he knew that we were going to poison the planet like we've done 5 other times or 4 other times. So anyway, so when you get structured water, you're protected. So what it does is it changes the frequency in the water, so that even though the toxins are still in the water, you're not getting poisoned. But also with structured water is it gets rid of the surface tension, and that's why the hydration is so much better. So you can hydrate your nutrition in, and then you can get your toxins out. So I'm not just going to do that. What else am I going to do? Well, I'm going to add Tummy Love. This is not a commercial, so just understand that. Tummy Love has fulvic and humic in it, and if you know about fulvic is the greatest chelator on the planet, and if you put a little bit of fulvic in your drinking water, all your drinking water, that's better than paying for any chelation, oral chelation, intravenous chelation, and I can prove that. So it's got fulvic in it, and fulvic will actually pick up heavy metals, and it'll pick up heavy metals and acidity better than anything else. And what else does it do? Well, it picks up the nutrition in your body, drops it off in the cell, then it loads itself up 3 times the weight of acidity and heavy metals. So I'm going to be putting an eyedropper of that in, and then I'm also going to be putting an eyedropper of Humic in. Why am I going to do that? Well, because I want concentrated Humic in there. Whether you believe this or not, no offense to anybody here, but take a look at all the places you can eat here. The food is GMO and it's full of chemicals, and most people here have an autoimmune disease. And no offense, you know, we're all family here, but the reality is we know that 92% of the population minimum has an autoimmune disease, which means that if there was a virus on the plane, because we're in a sardine can, okay, chances are that if your immune system was down, because viruses are dead, so understand that. So, but when they come in, if you have a low vibrational system and your immune system's down, that's why viruses can hurt you, but they can't hurt you if you're healthy. So I'll put this in as well, and then I'm going to put in about 2 drops of what? Super cinnamon. I like using super cinnamon. Sometimes I'll use lemon lift, sometimes orange burst. Now that's what we call power water. All right, you got that? So I'm gonna fill that up with water before I go. I'm gonna leave in an hour. I'm gonna drink a fair amount again. So you do a lot of urinating, but the reality is when I get into Orlando tonight, I'm gonna be as fresh as a daisy, and I'm gonna show you why. Okay, I'm not gonna feel burnt out. Jet lag. What's jet lag? Well, jet lag is where you've had too much blue light and you've had too much EMF, okay, and you've eaten their airplane food. And I'm not going to eat the whole trip. I'm just going to drink lots of water, okay? And I'm also going to go and get a 40-ounce carrot juice in a minute with some celery in it, okay? All right, so let me keep going here. The other thing is that you'll notice that when you fly, this is called silver bullet. You can spray it in your throat, okay? You can put it in your ears, or you can put it in your eyes. I'll put it in my eyes in a few minutes, and I do this anyways throughout the day. Everything I'm showing you, I do anyways, okay? So you can say I'm neurotic, psychotic, but I'm the guy that feels great, okay? So I'll spray the silver in my eyes, and what silver does, it's nature's strongest antibiotic, and it truly is. So it'll go in and create an environment in my eyes that won't allow any viruses, bacteria, or anything like that to settle, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll use Bright Eyes Nano Fulvic eye drops. We're the only ones that I know that make this. And I'll put that in my eyes. And I already told you about the Fulvic. What does it do? Well, it's gonna grab everything, okay? And it's gonna grab the acidity, and it's gonna take that away. And if, you know what? If you were to do this and this 5 times a day, okay? This first, that first, and you think, oh my gosh, that's a lot. Well, how many times do you look at your phone? How many times do you look at your computer? And how many times is there lighting that's not good for you, okay? So the reality is I'm the one that's gonna have perfect eyesight, which I do. And believe it or not, when I was 24, I still had glasses, and I got rid of those glasses, and guess what? I don't need reading glasses at all either, okay? So I'm gonna be 64, all right? Okay? So anyways, and you can put the Fulvic into your ears as well. Oh, and the other thing is, if you're flying and you've got children, I've got what's called ear clear, and you can put a drop in their ear, and it's got a little bit of mixture of essential oil, and it's got other healing oils in it, and I promise it won't burn, but it will get rid of ringing in the ears. It'll make sure that there's no inflammation, no infection. And if you have tinnitus or hearing problems, you'll want to check that out. Well, if you have hearing problems, you can reverse those. That's just scar tissue and crystallization, and we do that with our Wolfe Non-Surgical. I'm off track. Here I come. I'm coming back. All right. Okay, the other thing I do is I do lots of curcumin cayenne. I already did 4 this morning, okay? And I'm gonna do 3 more. And if you know about curcumin cayenne, the mixture together, it's just the greatest formula in the world to reduce inflammation and not allow inflammation. If you don't have inflammation in your body, then you have a strong immune system. That's why people don't have a strong immune system, because they don't know about inflammation. They just think we're supposed to be an inflammation nation, and we're all supposed to be in pain all the time, and there's nothing that we can do about it. How's that for brainwashing, okay? The other thing I do is I take a lot of essential fatty acids. Why? Because I like to be the smartest guy in the room. I don't want stiff joints, and I want my eyes protected, my brain protected, my heart protected, and I take a lot of omega-6s, okay? Now, we're not done yet. Here's my mask, and I will be wearing it to Orlando, okay? I can show it to you, and it's got a little filter on it. And you can think, well, you're a bit of a goofball. Well, I'm not going to walk through the airport with it. It's not that we have big crisis here, but I'm going into a tin can, and I already told you that 95% of the population has an autoimmune disease. Thank you very much. And if I'm going to be stuck in a closet with somebody that they're breathing, hacking, and you know what? I got to get off the plane, and I got a lecture, and then I'm going home by Sunday, and I've got about 8 meetings to do, plus I've got 2 major lectures to do. So you just take this, put it over top like this, and you see it's got a little filter, buy one like that. I'll put just a couple of drops in here of my immunity, and that's it. We're off to the races. Let everybody cough, sneeze, or even fart if they need to, right? I'm gonna be fine. Anyways, and I don't do this because I'm paranoid. I do this because everything that attacks your immune system makes you more tired, makes you more grumpy, and I'm not really into it, thank you very much. I wanna have fun. No matter what's going on in life, I'm gonna have fun, and to have fun, we need energy, and we need to be healthy and have a happy smile on our face, okay? I want you to get that. You know, sometimes I may come off intense on my one-a-days and on my shows, but understand something. I love life, and I'm a big joker. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not done yet. So I took my daily cleansing tea this morning. I took a glass. I'm also going to go and take 2 capsules of these. Why would I do that? Well, there's no laxative in these daily cleansing tea caps. But just know this, I'm gonna have a really big bowel movement when I get off the plane tonight, and then I'm gonna have a big one tomorrow morning because, hey, did you ever have a holiday ruined because you got constipated, then you got diarrhea? Well, that's not this guy. And understand something, anytime you've ever had a fever, well, you gotta get the cork out, okay? Get the cork out, sweetheart, all right? So, what are the other things that I do? Oh, well, I always take with me ATP. ATP, we're the only people that have ATP, which is life crystals, and I will take a big swig of that right when I'm done here. But this bottle will be good for the weekend, and I'll take a big swig a few times. And what it does, it gives you a lot of energy. Next thing, I want to show you this. Here's my clapper, and guess what? I'm going to be doing a clapping padding session to show you that clapping and padding can help you get rid of everything from fibroids to tumors to arthritis to knee problems, hip problems. You know what? I guarantee you that if you were to get Wolfe Non-Surgical and you were to do padding and clapping and do the other things I teach you, you wouldn't have to go to surgery and get that back operation, that knee operation, that hip operation. You know, I'll give you a money back guarantee on that one. Okay, because you don't know how amazing you are, and a surgeon only wants to do surgery, and a doctor wants to get prescribed drugs, and I just want to give you back your power. How's that, sweetheart? Okay, all right. So now, the other thing I do is when I'm on the plane, believe it or not, because I'm gonna be sitting there for like 9 hours. I got a foot roller. Why would I do a foot roller? Well, because I roll my feet on it, and I'm telling you something. That stimulates my whole body, relaxes my body, because I don't want sore feet, I don't want anything. You know, what if you were totally in love with your body? Oh my gosh, what if you really knew that every cell in your body had consciousness? What if you really knew that every cell in your body had consciousness and that your brain really doesn't think, it only runs programs, and sometimes it runs a lot of crappy programs, and that you actually have intelligence in every cell, and you have intelligence even around you? It's the energy, it's your spirit, okay? So I'm just gonna really look after this body, because I don't know, there's a lot of people around here that are not looking after their bodies. I mean, a lot of them look like they could be 9 months pregnant, and they're guys. I don't know what's going on here. What do you think? A lot of GMO products, I'd say. Okay, I want to show you a couple other things and then I'm done. And that is this. Okay, so the other thing I do is I take what's called pain away, or you could take peppermint and you can rub it on the bottom of your feet. And please do this. Do it in the morning and do it at night. Now, why do I do it? Well, it doesn't just stimulate your immune system, which it does, but it makes your feet feel really good. Now, if you ever have really sore feet when you're traveling or going to bed, some peppermint on the bottom of your feet, oh my gosh, you know what? So guess what? I'm gonna get off of this flight, okay, at about 6 o'clock tonight, and I'm gonna go for a workout, I'm gonna go for a swim, and then I'm gonna go to Nordstrom Rack because I really like to shop there because they got nice clothes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't wanna get off not feeling anything but great, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you 1 or 2 other things, and then I'm all finished and I'll let you go. I bring this with me. Why would I do that? Well, because sometimes your hips, do you ever notice that your hips or your back get sore? Well, I'll actually sit on this ball, and I'll sometimes, if I can't get Wolfe Non-Surgical because I can't reach my elbow down there, I'll roll this ball, this lacrosse ball, in my hips just to loosen up my hips to feel better. One last thing, and then I'll let you go. Okay? You see this? This here is called a plate. Okay? What I do with this is, when I go to bed at night or even in the morning, just for like 5-10 minutes. Now, I'll do this when I go because when you fly, you get stiff. You have what's called the occipital groove right here. And that's where you get all that tightness in the back of your neck. It's called your atlas axis. Well, I'll go and I'll put the plate, I'll show you, like this. I'll go lay on my bed before I go to bed tonight, and I'll put the plate right here, And you see, you don't have to have a thin one like this, and it can be thicker and it can be round, but I like it like this because I'll lay there with it like this, standing up on an edge this way, and then I'll put it on an edge this way with my head on it. I'm going to be showing this when I do the clapping. When I teach you guys, I'm going to be telling you when I'm going to be doing the clapping padding session, and then you're going to have to opt in. It's not going on YouTube, okay? Because people already think I'm nuts. I am nuts, but whatever. So anyways, then I'm going to rest my head on here for about 10 minutes, and it's going to go about that deep in between my atlas and axis. And guess what? That's why most people get migraine headaches. You also will find that when you get frozen in here, you lose 30% of the oxygen to your brain, okay? And remember something, that's your energy, right? Your spinal fluid goes up and down and all around, and it delivers information and energy. Well, I'd like to keep that going because I'm going to be doing 2 lectures in Melbourne on Saturday, and if they have Wi-Fi, I'm going to let you watch my lectures, okay? They're in the morning and one in the afternoon, and I'll let you watch them on Wi-Fi. And anyways, the plate might go about this deep, but guess what? Goodbye migraine headaches, goodbye stiff neck, and things of that nature. All right, and goodbye everybody. I'm gonna go right now, and I'm gonna go get my carrot juice, all right? And then I'm gonna go get my water and structure it. And I'm going to see how much I can drink, and I might load it up again before I jump on the plane, because sometimes they're stingy with the water. You know, when you're up 10,000 feet, you know, they're really stingy with the water. So, but the thing is this, I will have drank, oh, how crazy am I, right? I will have drank 80 to 100 ounces of water, and I will have done about 30 ounces of carrot juice. And am I drowning? No. But am I... Got this? I got this, okay? I got this, and I gotta fly. And you know what? I wanna say something right now, okay? I want you to have the best day of your life, and I want you to know that every cell has consciousness, and you were given that body, and please look after that body, because please look after you. You've been told and taught to hurt yourself. Why else would 92% of the population have an autoimmune disease, okay? And let me tell you something. When you start saying yes to you more and no to everybody else, okay? Yeah, you'll have a smile. Have a beautiful day.